So this is Baruch Fleischman. I'm back at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and we have been working through the Kavanos of the ARI HaKodesh in the shiur Kavanos. We have some explanations that really help us out a lot. But I want to make this statement as we start to learn these things. That this is deep Kabbalah. You know, as we're looking for this Kabbalah, that Kabbalah. This is it right here. And what's nice about this, I'm not the world's greatest Kabbalist. I'm a reader, and I appreciate what I'm learning. The fact of the matter is that these things have a certain practicality about them. What are we going to do? So these are things we can do. We can understand while we're doing them. That's what he's giving us. Because I have a new slogan now. If you want to learn why, learn Sod. Because Sod has the answers, but it's not traditional. It's not like, fill in the blank. So here we go. So we're going to read just the top like we've done before. It said, "V'sod atzimus anayim." So there's a secret that has to do with closing your eyes when you're praying. Nirmaz b'masha kasav, and we understand this from this treatise called V'saba de Mishpatim, and this is found. This is a section of the Zohar. And it says, for this is what it says. Ma olimta shvirta chadalis le'aynin. Umahu olimta. So what is a maidservant who's very beautiful, but she has no eyes? And he says, Vivir Chamaimer, so you want to understand this, what it meant? B'maimer chazeh, who medaber be'inyan rachel, look for the zer anpin. So we had just had a shiur, very long one, in regards to the position of Rachel, who is actually the female. She is the balabas. So what is the right word for her? She's a keret abayit. She's the root of Malchus and mating with Zer Anpin. Ki he nikros olimta shefirsa. She's a young handmaiden who's very beautiful. Look at Masha Kasim Hachel. So we see over there. V'Rachel ha'isach yafas Torah. She was beautiful to see. V'yafas Mara. Her vision, as she presented herself, was beautiful. V'lisla einin, but she has no eyes. The fisha shir kum also, who minachaz of the lamata the zer anpin, because of why? Try to understand this. Her position is from the chest downward, the zer anpin. Ve'ein kenegda bechinas einayim, the zer anpin. There is no corresponding to the position of the top of the head of Rachel. There is no place for the eyes of Zer Anpin to shine upon her. She's below them, which is teaching us a basic principle that everything that the woman has, she got from the man. That is, everything that comes to the receiver has to come from the giver. That's the definition of man and woman. So now we say, Zer Anpin de lachamshek mehem alecha b'chinas enayim gam kain. So there's no possibility to extend over to her the concept of eyes. Leah yesh lo enayim, but looking at Leah, Leah has eyes. Besod be'enei Leah rakos, which is another secret. It's the secret that the eyes of Leah are weak. Rakos is like soft. The fi shemakom Leah hi lamala b'makom reisha zer anpin, and the reason why she has eyes is because where she is situated, according to our drawing, and I'll bring the drawing out in a minute. According to our drawing, she is situated opposite the bina of Zer Anpin, which is in his head. And so therefore, b'makom reisha de Zer Anpin, and she sees there the shefa that comes from Zer Anpin goes over to Leah. Asher sham yesh bechinas enayim de Zer Anpin, because of the rosh there's eyes. The misham holechas arasim, and from there then travels the illumination, the glow from those eyes. V'nimshachas Leah, and then it goes to Leah. He connected because she's lined up opposite those eyes. And they're created in her, they form inside of her an aspect of eyes. Masha Ein came by Rachel, which is not true by Rachel, because Rachel is a tachtaina. She's down below, she's below the chest of Zer Anpin. But the cause of Yachaz Einayim B'Leah. So therefore, when we think of this, the Torah relates the eyes to Leah. Below Barachel, not the Lochel, Rachel Kamoshin Embavet Leah Rakos, because it says over there that the eyes of Leah were weak. Now, what does that actually mean? The cause of Yachaz B'Leah, Leah has eyes. They might have been weak, but they're eyes. That's what he's saying over here. I think we're going to start right here on this number Mem Aleph, which is really where I stopped the last time. And let's see if I could get this a little bit closer. We can look at it a little bit better. So he says, Avar Leah yesh lo einayim. Leah has eyes. We'll go over this again. Besod ve'eni Leah rakos. Lefi shemakom Leah hi lamala, because the place of Leah is up above near the eyes of Zeranpin. B'makom reisha de Zeranpin, in the place of the head of Zeranpin, asher sham yesh bechinas einayim de Zeranpin. Umusham holechas ha'rasam b'nimshechas b'leah asher he kenegdam. That she is opposite those. Now let me just stop right there. I'll make a mark so I forget where I'm at. Let me get back to the drawing that I made at the previous shiur. And this drawing is designed to show us, and I said that this area right here is Zeranpin. Let's say that that's what we're calling it. And Zeranpin has two wives. One is Leah. Leah is approximately from the neck of Zeranpin going upwards. Actually, she's from the chest of Zeranpin, my mistake, going upwards. That's where Leah is located, from the chest going upwards to approximately an area in the head. Rachel, on the other hand, is located from the chest going downwards. Okay? So this is the way that they normally are. So there, if you said that the eyes of Zeranpin, let's give them some eyes, right? So the eyes of Zeranpin were located right here. And they always depict the eyes with a certain number of eyelashes. But these are the eyes in Zeranpin. They actually shine over to Leah. But Rachel is not in an area where the eyes are located. And as a result, that's why the Torah says that Leah has eyes, but Zeranpin has no relationship with the eyes of Rachel Imenu. And although she's beautiful, she doesn't have eyes. Now that's that idea over there, and let me see if there's anything I can get out of this little piece right now. We're going to just read this light print. He says, so he says, we'll look at it like this. According to the simple idea, where it says that the eyes of Leah are soft or weak, it's something negative. That's what he wants to say. There's something negative about her eyes. Because she had some kind of affliction in her eyes. So if you really want to get into this and you really want to understand the depth of this, the Rav, that is, the ARI Kodesh explains. The Masha and the Emek of Leah ve'eni Leah rakos, and what is said about Leah, where it says that her eyes are weak. The whole idea of that, he says, is really to tell you not about the weakness of the eyes, but about the fact that she has eyes. And that she has an extra quality that Rachel does not have. But Rachel has no eyes at all. But the reason for this, why are they called soft or weak? And so he explains once again, because the position of Leah is up above, by the head of Zeranpin. And in the head of Zeranpin there are eyes. So therefore those eyes can look at the head of Leah and bring and create eyes in her. So that's the reason why they're called eyes, which are soft. The movement of Rakos neged bechinas anayim shel Zeranpin. And in what way are they weak or soft? That is, they are a secondary strength related to Zeranpin, who actually breeds or creates through his light, the eyes of Leah, but they're secondary if you compare them to the eyes of Zeranpin. She'anecho cholashos me'eni Zeranpin, because her eyes are weaker than the eyes of Zeranpin, and that's going to be our shiur here for today at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. I think this is shiur number. Let me just go back over here. We have numbers on these shiurim. This is shiur number 16. There was 17. This is shiur number 18. Okay, it's Baruch Fleischman.